Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
3rd down and 1. Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
14. First down, Cowboys.
46. 47.
Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Prescott now. Gets it underneath to Blue. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. That'll be complete to Blue. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go.
Blue. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Granted by the lunch lesser up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Silver, set. Good, set. Crowd up, Yanni. Hey, Silver. Motion, JC. Alpha. No time.
Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, boy.
To throw is Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go, boy.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but it will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Brings up second and
Not a huge
7.
carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Joshua Williams makes the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues.
On first down, it's Blue. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run again with Blue.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he has another first down as
as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah! Here we go. Quiet, ain't it? 26.
Now Blue trying the right side. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Yeah! Quiet, ain't it? 26.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 1 from the 2.
Yes!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Eagles 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is Smith with the ground. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Now he's going to step up and run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Cowboys. First down.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts
6 yards.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Yeah, here we go. Hey,
Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. He'll fire deep downfield for one.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Great, set. Anyone, huh? Hey, 73, hey! Alpha. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, take the point. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Eagles, first down.
63.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Down to the 42, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
42-yard line.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Go Silver, ready?
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard
He'll
line.
look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go again with Blue. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete.
Finding space at the 40.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue
Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Prescott from the gun.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? It gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Throwing is Hurts.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looks like it stops supporting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Hurts to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going right back to Dodson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a really slim 1-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got it with the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take mine in.
Out of the gun, they run with blue.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Wide in.
Here's Allen. Down to the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 40.
Trying to take this home. They'll run.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him